has talked about kind of when he watches some of these games over the last week and seeing, it's not always the last play, but there are winning plays down the stretch that aren't being made. You guys lost 3 games this week by 10 points. What's been the difference? What was the difference tonight in terms of execution or what you saw that tipped it in their scale instead of yours?
I think two of the key ingredients to us not, coming out with the W, we gave up too many second chance points early on. It was a time where we came out in a great rhythm offensively and defensively, for that matter. We just allowed them too many second and third opportunities, giving up 10 offensive rebounds, 10, I think it was 16 points in the first half. And then, that went down to 4. And then, late in the game, our fouling, not being disciplined, showing our hands all the way through the possession. That was pretty tough as well. And, we got up against the clock a little too much indecisiveness in terms of, either shooting the ball, passing it, or driving it. Just being able to make those quick split-second decisions we kind of struggle with later down the stretch. But, tomorrow we'll go in, look at film, see what we can clean up. It's tough because, we got this big collage of games, and it sucks to lose these close games. But, I still feel wholeheartedly that at some point, we're going to break all the way through. We're competing, in my opinion, at a very high level. We got guys that we're trying to mix and match due to injury. So trying to find out what collection of players down the stretch that you can go with is challenging. But, guys are doing their part. They're trying to step up and make plays. And, I love the way we've competed. We've gotten down in stretches, and we fought our way back into it to give ourselves a chance to win. And that's all you can ask for, is to be competitive and be together.
Darvin, you've said many times you want guys to be aggressive and kind of play without hesitation. Why do you think at this point in the year, with these guys able to kind of play within your system, guys are still having those moments, as you call them, of indecision and hesitancy in the moments where the game really hangs in the balance?
I mean, that's a great question. I think it's a couple of things. When Brian is out there, he's leading the charge, and Brian needs help. And when Russ is out there, he's leading the charge, and Russ needs help. And the more guys can just not even think twice about it, read and react. The more, that's when we've done that. The games we've won, the games that we've had 5, 6, 7 different people in double figures. I think that's a result of that. But at this point in time, you can't overthink it. Like, it's just make the simple play. That's it. And I always tell the guys the one mistake you can make is just to not compete. Outside of that, just play within yourself, play within the system, and be disciplined. And fatigue, I think, has a little bit to do with it as well. The schedule. Even though we're home, we're playing back-to-back Sunday, Monday, game Wednesday, today, another game Friday, and the opponents, the competition level is elite. So I think it's just a mixture of all those things. But, sitting here 20 and 25, we have 37 games left to play to try to get things right, but we just can't keep thinking, okay, we can do it the first week of February or the first week of March. No. It has to start now, and we're going to pick ourselves up, refill our cups, and look at it and see what we did well, try to sustain that, and see what we didn't do so well, and try to correct that.
Coach, while you guys are trying to hang on and get AD back and get Austin back and Lonnie back, how concerned are you about LeBron wearing down here? He's playing a lot of minutes over this course of time right now.
Yeah, I feel bad about that. He's playing at an amazing level, but again, we can't run him in the ground. That was one of my main goals coming into this season, man. And not, here he is with 36 and a half again tonight, but we just have to manage him and, have clarity in terms of, scaling back his minutes some, and again, the non-game days, being smart. His preparation is always on point. But even still, holding him out of some things that we may do on the court. You know, he's a high-level IQ basketball player, so he understands. He can sit there and watch something and figure it out, have it all figured out, defensively and offensively. So, you know, to your point, just it is a concern. And we have, you know, my staff and I, we talk about it all the time. But it's just tough, man, because he's such a competitor. And we're in these games, and, you know, he wants to win. We want to win. So you kind of lose sight of the minutes until you come back and see the stat sheet after the game. You're like, oh, hell. But, you know, we're going to figure it out. We have a team of very smart people, our medical training staff and our coaching staff. We'll all put our heads together and see what the best course of action, just to kind of, you know, give him some whatever rest can be gained, you know, not just going forward in the short term, but in the long term as well.